I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Desire and Decorum, Book 1, Chapter 4, Best Foot Forward. And that would start with coffee, on the day of the garden party. You and Briar stand by the window watching the servants finish setting up the large white tents and tables in the yard. My father certainly spared no expense. Can you believe this entire party is for you? There's even a duke coming. That's only one step up below Prince Regent. The Duke? Will be interesting to me. After how much my grandmother has been boasting about him, I can't wait to finally meet him. You'll have to tell me all about it tonight. Just then your bedroom door flies open, and the Dowager Countess enters. Emerges sounds better, though, taking in your appearance. Lady Grandmother, I wanted to catch you before the party. I have a few surprises for you. Since this is your introduction to all the local nobility and the Duke of Carlington, it is of the utmost importance to impress today. And so, I had the tailor create a dress befitting such an occasion. Miss Daly, if you'll fetch it from the wardrobe, which will cost diamonds. Briar nods and pulls out a pink lace dress with an amethyst necklace. You run your hands across the delicate fabric. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm sure you'll leave everyone today speechless. And catch the eye of a certain someone, perhaps? Well, it doesn't hurt to try it on, at least. It's in your closet. Wear the dress, gain access to the party, and gain, access to relationships and social standings. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, but go away. Okay? Literally, they look the same, just one's pink versus this. It's a nice dress, but I'm content with what I have. Very well, if you insist. Change your mind, it's not to shut the hell up. Come along, then. There's one more thing. You head downstairs, following your grandmother closely as she prepares you for the day's festivities. Besides the normal gossip and introductions, there will be, of course, music and dancing and games. The two of you suddenly come to a stop at the bottom of the stairs. Miss Parsons stands at the foyer dancing and humming to herself. Miss Parsons? I feel like a compliment. I should not be surprised that you dance as well. Oh, fiddlesticks. Dowager Lady Edgewater, Lady Bella, I beg 1,000 pardons. It's no matter. You're quite light on your feet. I've been so looking forward to this all week. I simply adore any chance I get to for cotillions, waltzes, reels. I only wish I could dance the entire night. Alas, the musicians eventually leave. I'm much more familiar with a simple country dance than your fashionable waltzes and cotillions. Which is why I've asked Miss Parsons here today, so she can give you a few lessons. It'd be so much fun. I can teach you the bollinger today. And then later, there's this new dance called the quadrille. I hear it will be very popular in London this season, and all the way to France. That does sound enticing. I also had Woods pick up a pair of dancing shoes just for the occasion. The Dowager Countess quickly retrieves the shoes from the drawing room. You turn them over in your hand. Ah, yes. Wow, the stitching is so exquisite. Add the dancing shoes to your parlor. Let me guess. Jesus Christ. 2 diamond choices in 2 minutes. Really? They're fucking shoes, man. They're She literally had them done for you. Just like the dress. It's in your closet. Never mind. It's a generous offer, but I don't need any extra lessons. My current knowledge will suffice. So be it. Don't let her force you into anything. We can enjoy the party much longer now. I don't care. I really don't give a shit. They would have laid on the floor, okay? There was a fucking... Oh my god. You walk across the state lawns towards the greenhouses where large white tents and tables decorate the area. You turn around slowly, watching people playing games and chatting. Oh my, it's so incredible. Across the lawn, you notice Mr. Morrowcaster and Miss Sutton playing skittles. They take turns rolling a small ball down an alleyway, attempting to hit wooden pins. Skittles! No! I was sure that would be a strike. My aim was perfect. Apparently it wasn't. Perhaps you can get a spare. As you continue to watch, Mr. Woods approaches and offers you a variety of small cakes on a silver platter. Lady Bella, care for any refreshments? Certainly. These look delicious, Mr. Woods. How are you enjoying yourself today? Very well. But you should really be talking to someone of my position, my lady. Why shouldn't I? Mr. Woods, you're friendly to talk to, invaluable for information. A great match for Miss Dally. Ooh. Are we hooking people up? Let's try 'em. That's very kind of you to say, but there's no way she would care for someone like me. That's rubbish. I've known Miss Dally my entire life. You two are perfect for each other. Of course you're wasting your time talking with a servant. You look over and see a Countess approach, your father trailing close behind her. Mr. Woods bows curtly and moves on to the next group of guests. But I suppose you can hide all your roots only for so much. At least lower classes understand basic courtesy. I'm friendly to everyone. It's more than can be said for some people. And like some other people, I care about my reputation. I believe that's enough, Henrietta. Let Bella enjoy her party. Yeah, it is my party, bitch. It's my party, and I'll do whatever the fuck I want. The Countess scoffs and stomps off to watch Mr. Morrowcaster and Miss Sutton game. Your father wraps an arm around your shoulders and smiles. My darling Bella, there are so many guests to meet. Over there, the Parsons of Hazelvale Manor. Those are the Bowmans, the Andersons. How on earth do you remember all those names? My mother drilled me aimlessly when I was younger. Your father laughs as you stop next to a familiar nobleman. And this is Mr. Sinclair of Ledford Park. I believe you two will get along quite well. My lord, I must correct you. I already had the pleasure of meeting Lady Bella when she arrived at Edgewater. Ah, well, you must forgive this old earl. I seem to have fallen behind the times. Mr. Sinclair? Pleased to see you again. You look dashing as always. Let's go with pleased to see you again. Is this your attempt to mock me? On the contrary, sir. I would never proceed to do such a thing. Am I not allowed to give you a genuine compliment? I know they are a rare find, coming from you at least. Ooh, burn. Perhaps, my lady, I am not so free with my compliments, because I would prefer the words to hold their value. It's easy to give out praises on every whim, but that dilutes their worth. Mr. Sinclair takes a step towards you, his gaze never wavering from yours. However, when I give compliments, you can be certain that I truly mean every word. Your father looks between the two of you, smiling to himself. Ah, Sinclair, are you looking forward to the London season? I hear you'll be leaving within the week. So soon, and here I was getting used to your company. You're not attending the season? You sound disappointed, sir, but alas, no, I won't be in town. It, wouldn't be proper for someone of my status and birthright to attend. Although I confess I'm not entirely sure what makes the season so special.
Well, many young ladies make their debut into society and try to find a decent marriage prospect. But there are also a lot of dinners, balls, parties, including at Mr. Sinclair's townhouse. His dinner's always a great success.
Ah, so I'm told. If only there weren't such a torture to host.
Ah, come now. Perhaps there are a few new faces this year who could make it more lively.
Mr. Sinclair's eyes flicker to you. If you don't care for it, why host one at all?
I'm not certain to be the Sinclair to break the tradition, even if I'm not keen on social engagements.
Perhaps you can use today to practice. If only you opened yourself up more, perhaps the dreaded social interaction would be more tolerable.
Easy for you to say. It's apparent you have no qualms about interacting with strangers. Some of us are not so fortunate.
Have you considered that it's because I've practiced that I don't have those same fears? It would do you wonders, sir.
My lady, you... Ah, well, it seems I'm unneeded in this conversation. I shall take my leave.
Wait, what?
But, my lord, I... Enjoy, you too.
I see what you did, you clever old bastard. The Earl waves off your interjections and goes to watch Mr. Marlcaster and Miss Sutton's game, leaving you alone with Mr. Sinclair. You and Mr. Sinclair lock eyes, and you both quickly look away. So, attend many garden parties?
A few, but only for people I respect.
I see. Then you respect my father?
That should not even be a question. The Earl of Edgewater has been very generous to my family over the years. When I became master at Letford Park, he helped me with the estate business. Were it not for him, I don't know what the Sinclairs would still own the property.
He is a great man, I am pleased. I am not the only one who sees him that way. Are the festivities to your liking today, Mr. Sinclair? Or let me guess, you find them simply adequate?
You presume to know my character so easily, my lady.
Not at all. I'm simply attempting to figure out the puzzle that is Mr. Sinclair. Mr. Sinclair takes a step closer, keeping his eyes locked on yours.
And what have you determined thus far?
You mimic his stride, challenging him with a smirk. Sir, I cannot allow you to know all my secrets. Where's the fun in that? Back when women were mysteries. Ah, yes. Just then you hear a loud cry across the lawn. Miss Sutton jumps up and down next to the game of Skittles. I keep just imagining a bag of Skittles. God damn it. That was a strike! A strike! Mr. Marlcaster, did you see it?
Ah, yes, I'm not blind. Do you play Skittles, Lady Bella?
I cannot say I have.
Oh, well, I would ask you to a match, but you couldn't possibly keep up.
Afraid to lose to a novice player?
Hardly. I doubt someone of your level can defeat me.
I've never lost before. Ego much? But perhaps you care to prove me wrong. Let me guess, a diamond choice? You square your shoulders towards Mr. Sinclair, meeting his gaze fully. Play Skittles with Mr. Sinclair. 3 diamond choices in a grand total of 12 minutes, or less. Actually, we gave our stream about 5 extra minutes to start today, so 9 minutes, actually. Walk away. I don't have to prove myself to you. Besides, I wouldn't dare risk damaging your fragile dignity. You move to rush past Mr. Sinclair, but the Dowager Countess calls you across the lawn. My dear Lady Bella, there you are. Your grandmother approaches you and Mr. Sinclair, and you notice an older gentleman trailing closely behind her. I would like to formally introduce you to Duke Tristan Richards of Carlton.
Ah, how do you do, Lady Bella?
Duke Richards kisses your hand insistently, not letting go. He seems like a spry, happy gentleman.
Ever since I heard of your arrival, I have been counting the moments until our first encounter.
Your Grace, I've been looking forward to this meeting as well. The Dowager Countess has certainly talked.
I can only hope that my charms and dashing good looks do not disappoint.
No, but...
And you're rude, though. You're rude. You may be happy, but you're rude. In fact, for years, they have been sung glorious tales of my heroic deeds and handsomeness.
The Duke pulls you closer, smiling aggressively at Mr. Sinclair. What are you...
Lady Bella, you wouldn't waste your time among the common folk like Mr. Sinclair here, not when you are worthy of so much more. But perhaps he's told you tales of my greatness?
What greatness do you refer to, Your Grace? I was under the impression that all those tales were merely fiction.
If you think hard enough, sir, I'm sure something will come to mind. Tell me, how was Ledford Park, anyway? I haven't seen it since.
It's better than you last left it, Your Grace. If you'll excuse me, Lady Bella, Dowager Lady Edgewater, Duke Richards. What was that about?
Ah, Mr. Sinclair has never been overly fond of me. I think he's jealous.
There's plenty to be envious of. Your title, fortune, good reputation.
Yeah, his ego. Ah, yes, poor Mr. Sinclair. He always wants everything I have. I pity the man, honestly. But let me speak of something happier. Perhaps I can tell you more about myself.
Go ahead. Fluff your ego. Your Grace, I'd prefer to speak about anything else.
Remember, we're trying to be nice.
By all means, go ahead. I would certainly appreciate the opportunity to learn more about you.
Then let me tell you my life story. I was born in the year of our Lord 1765 at the Carlton Estate.
And 12 hours later...
Of course, that's when I proclaimed Duke Tristan Richards of Carlton, but I realized he was an incomplete life without
16 hours later.
And then I realized I must...
I had to because he just keeps talking. Oh shit, if goddamn manners we're going for.
Oh, and then I must meet you, and here we are.
The Duke runs his fingers lightly along your arm before you pull away. Hey man, you might have missed actually where they cut the umbilical cord, and you fought for dear life against the doctors who you thought were enemy soldiers. That was quite the story, Your Grace. Next to you, your grandmother shakes her head, pulling herself out of a daze. Oh, at least you got to tune this shit out. Yes, quite the story. Although I couldn't pay attention after the first 10 minutes of it.
Oh my god, well at least you're honest. Alas, our time must be cut short. I must discuss some business with your father. Until we meet again, fair Lady Bella.
The Duke kisses your hand once more and leaves you with your grandmother. She eyes you carefully. Well, what do you think of dear Duke Richards? He's quite attentive, which is an excellent quality. He's a prime example of good breeding, but you'll have plenty of time today to see that. I don't want to. Later during the party. He'd be a great person to pull aside if you're trying to distract somebody and go, you know, he was just wanting to know about your life. Go ahead, I'll be right back with a drink. You and Miss Parsons stroll around the edges of the party together, noting the various groups. Don't look now, but Duke Richards is staring at you. When isn't he? And I don't know if I should be jealous or happy for you. Why not both? You slyly glance over at the Duke across the lawn. He locks eyes with you and grins widely.
Wait, I forgot to tell you something.
He's clearly taken a fancy to you. So it would seem. My grandmother will be enthralled by the news. Lady Bella, he's coming this way. I told you it wasn't over. I just can't seem to get away from him. Quick, let's hide somewhere. You see Duke Richards take a few steps in your direction. You look around for a place to go. Hurry! Hide under the table. No, that would be too atypical. What are you doing down there? The greenhouse. You take Miss Parsons' hand and lead her behind the greenhouse. The two of you turn to each other, bursting into laughter. That was close. Thought he would catch us for sure. Shh, never. I couldn't allow you to be stuck with him talking and talking all afternoon. You are much better company. I, at least, don't talk about myself. You peek around the corner and catch the Duke looking around the lawn. Where'd she go?
I would have swore I saw her go this way. Lady Bella, I see you want to play hide and seek. Where did you run off to?
She's that way. You turn back to Miss Parsons and attempt to stifle your laughter. Well, he's very captivated by you. A little too much, if you ask me, and I don't think he's leaving anytime soon. We could always make this a bit more interesting. Edgewater Lake isn't too far away, and we'd be away from prying eyes. Plus, I'm going away to London in a few days for the season. We have to make the most of our time together. Yep, there's your fourth diamond choice. And 15 minutes are left, delivered to you hot and fresh. Remain at the party. My father threw this in my honor. I'd feel obliged to remain here. Besides, I'm a lady of Edgewater. I should be able to talk to any nobleman. Even when they're self-absorbed pricks. The two of you giggle and rejoin the party together.
Ah, there you are!
You notice couples heading towards the dance floor as the musicians start a new song. Miss Parsons gasps beside you. Oh my goodness! Finally some dancing. Sounds like the bollinger. I don't know that one. Oh, you'll learn on the go. It's very simple to pick up. Not much footwork involved. We just need to find you a partner. I'm looking at you. I have just the person in mind. You look around the party. No. Maybe. Oh, no. He'd busy talk about himself than the party. Or dance. You turn towards Miss Parsons next to you. Why are you looking at me like that? Did I spill punch on myself? No, silly. I was wondering if you'd like to dance with me. With me? But what will everyone else think? Girls have been doing other girls for over 1,000 years, so who gives a shit? Miss Parsons. We'll give them something to really gossip about. Forget them. I only have eyes for you. Ah. Excellent. Because I only want to dance with you, too. Miss Parsons laughs and takes your hand as you escort her to the dance floor, passing the Duke along the way.
How dare you! I was going to tell you about my birth.
The two of you join a group with Miss Sutton and Mr. Mulcaster as the music begins. You and Miss Parsons curtsy to each other. Oh, isn't that marvelous? I love the bollinger. The group forms a large circle and starts turning to the left, then changes directions. I need to move to the right. You smoothly walk with the flow of the group to the right. So far, so good. The large circle breaks apart, each couple spinning around their partner. Everyone's eyes are on us. I do believe you're right. Does that worry you? Well, even if it did, I've already made my choice. They can all get over themselves, and I'd never leave my brilliant partner. As the dance continues, you and Miss Parsons change partners. Within the circle, Mr. Mulcaster reaches for your hand. Yeah, why not? You take your stepbrother's hand and move across the circle. Perhaps you're not a complete embarrassment after all. How kind of you to notice. As all the couples dance with other partners, you know Miss Parsons gaze from across the circle. Smile back. You lock eyes with Miss Parsons and smile widely at her. She looks away, blushing slightly. Miss Parsons makes her way back to your side, and the group spins to the left once more. You chat with Miss Parsons to your right. So how does this fare for your first dance with us? Quite well, but I think present company has something to do with it. As I'm fighting a goddamn sneeze. I completely understand. You're a much better partner than any of the gentlemen here. Brrr. I could say the same exact thing about you. I clearly chose correctly. Miss Parsons squeezes your hand, her cheeks turning red. Soon enough, the dance comes to an end, and the entire party applauds. Miss Parsons curtsies respectfully to you. Thank you, Lady Bella. Such a grand dance. It wasn't perfect, but you're quite light on your feet. It wasn't perfect? What? What did I do wrong? Perhaps I'll improve before the next time we dance. You impressed, but she said it wasn't perfect. I'm so goddamn confused. Before the next dance begins, your father clinks a glass, and hush falls over the crowd. If I may have everyone's attention, I wish to say a few words. The past year has been tough. We've lost my son, Harry, but in that sorrow and happiness was found in my newly discovered daughter, Lady Bella. We have not known each other long, yet in this short time I already see Edgewater holds a special place in her heart. Her love for these lands reminds me of my own. You've made Edgewater feel like home to me, Father. My darling girl, I know I was not present for your childhood, but I would like to make up for it. Your father looks directly at you, smiling widely. In front of God and everyone here as my witness, I'd like to announce that I have rewritten my will. And in before he dies. When I pass, I hope there will be many years from now that Edgewater Estate and its title will fall to Lady Bella of Edgewater. That would make me an heiress, Father. I don't deserve such an honor. Nonsense, Bella. I hoped for this when I sent for you. I knew the odds were good that you would prove unsuitable. Wait, what? Prove unsuitable? You mean suitable? Okay, alright, moving on. The Countess slides up behind your father and hisses in his ear. And she has. Oh, I see what you did there. Your father ignores the Countess as he takes your hand in his. Since our first meeting, you have proven over and over that you are my blood, and the rightful heir to Edgewater. Thank you, Father. I hope to do credit to you and the family. The Countess turns to the crowd, smiling between clenched teeth. My apologies, everyone. My husband simply thought this would be a funny joke. This is no joke, my lady. It's something best discussed in private, or do you disagree, my lord? As the crowd begins to disperse, you notice Mr. Marcaster standing next to you, sighing heavily. I thought Edgewater might be mine. Oh, Mr. Marcaster, I can imagine how hard this must be. Looks like I'm in charge now. No, I'm not gonna smear in his face. I know you were hoping for more. I appreciate your concern, but you have no idea what I'm feeling. Mr. Marcaster sulks off while your father pulls you aside, speaking to you quietly. Before you get carried away, there's a stipulation in the will I had to make. Of course. Oh, it's good to be true. What's the catch? It's nothing dreadful, but in order to inherit Edgewater, you must marry someone of suitable rank. It was the only way to make this book worth a shit. What? It's the only way to ensure the estate will be yours and safe. But to help you out, you'll make your debut this London season. You'll leave in a few days' time. For Royal Romance version 2.0, hovering nearby, Countess Henrietta's scowl turns into a twisted smile. I know you plan to sabotage. as the newest heiress to Edgewater Estate, London calls. Will it be a smooth journey, or will there be unexpected bumps due to your Henrietta? What do you think? I don't know, guys. I'm really in suspense. I'm really in suspense here. Stepmother's gonna try some shit, okay? So with that being said, hope y'all enjoy the book. 4 diamond choices. Remember when Bloodbound first came out, and there was like, I think the first one was, you know, you got to choose your hair and your outfit, and then there was like 1 diamond choice, and then chapter 2 was 2 diamond choices. You can clearly tell because I've recently, you know, redid Bloodbound Diamond Edition. Which, by the way, I have an announcement to make for all of you on both YouTube and Twitch. I plan to, I made 4 or 5 chapters come out with no voice. And after long deliberation, thinking, and the whole 9 yards, and after the whole situation, you guys have come to my channel. You guys have come for very many various reasons, but most of which is you know, the voices and the commentary and just laughing and fun and you know, things like that. And we've built a really great community. So I've thought about it, and I'm not gonna let some trolls and things like that ruin what I've done here. So I'm going to resume doing things for Diamond Editions and not let someone, you know, get the go to and do things like that. I'm not going to be pumping it out anytime soon. I may redo the first 4 chapters or so on Twitch, and then I'll upload it as a combo. So it'll be like a 2-hour or however long all 4 to 5 chapters are, kind of special. I won't upload all 5 together or separate, excuse me. I'll just upload them all and I don't know, create a different playlist or something. I just wanted people, and again, it's one of those pipe dreams, but it's also me going out of my way and then also screwing over the people that came to my channel for the various reasons. You know, I was going to create the videos where I was quiet and I just tapped, but then I'm feeding into the like 50,000 other choices channels where I need to do something unique. I need to do something that's for me, that I have succeeded since August 2016, which I'm proud to say that this channel has been doing choices for 2 years. One of the longest running choices channels, and I'm proud of that, and I want to continue doing that. So without further ado, please, if you did enjoy the content for you on YouTube, please remember to like and share the video. Head down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. And without further ado, thank you all, and by the way, for you watching on YouTube, do turn into our Twitch. Tonight I'll be streaming Battle for Azeroth, and then tomorrow we will be streaming The Walking Dead final season, episode 1, as soon as it's released. So look forward to that as well. And until then, catch you all then. Peace.